How do you make money in this business? This is the 5 steps to turning your music into a career. I've been a full-time independent musician for the past 6 years.
I'm Emily McVicker, so come on up and meet me.
I love making music, so figuring out how to make money with my music is what's enabled me to keep doing it. Now, you might have a different combination of skills than I do, but the business side of independent music is gonna work the same steps. While watching this video, you can start thinking about more ways to monetize your hard work and passion that you already put into your craft. And let me know what step you think you're on right now. If anyone can get to number 4, I'll be very impressed. Yay! And at the end of this video, I'll share where I am in this process. Step number 1 is actually doing music for free. You have to do it for free. You have to do it for fun. It's just the first step because you need to learn for yourself what it is that you do. This is your step to dip your toe into the music scene, open mics, jam sessions, network and make new friends. And you'll also be taking stock of what other people are doing and how they're doing it. What can you offer with your music? Hi there, it's me, Emily from the future. Sometimes musicians come up to me and they ask, how do I get paid gigs? Think of how many different types of gigs there are out there, which is why in this first step, you gotta know your own skills, which means maybe writing down a list of your rep. How many songs do you know? How many instruments can you play? Can you run your own sound? All of these little variables can help when deciding and how to pitch yourself for future gigs. Step number 2 is say yes to the gig. Any gig. Even if you have to say yes to the gig and then run home and Google how to do the gig. Being a self-teacher is maybe your most important skill, even if you have to suck a little bit at first. The reason that I mentioned being a self-teacher is because every time I've started a new gig or a new contract, I really had no idea what I was doing when I got started. In entertainment, you might get asked to do all kinds of crazy things. And to be honest, in my situation, I usually thought I was gonna get fired, but just getting the gig, getting my foot in the door, that was the biggest leg up into continuing to do music. One gig got me my next gig, got me my next gig. I walked into venues that I wanted to play just to meet whoever I could. I was essentially cold calling venues, but I was walking right in. I was cold walking, asking if they needed music. And I actually created a lot of gigs for myself this way, including one of my favorite gigs of all time, which was hosting an open mic.
We're gonna get it cranking with the open mic.
A regular gig that contributes to the community, gold. One big thing that I had going for me was I was performing solo, so I didn't have to divide the money I was making. If you're able to fill up your calendar with paid shows, you can make a small livable wage that way. And now it's usually venues that are reaching out to me. So how the tables have turned. And I love playing in bands. Not to say that you can't have band members, it just makes it harder. You can generally make more money if the venue is selling higher ticket items. So for example, you'll make more money at a bar than you'll make at a coffee shop. You'll make more money at a hotel than you'll make at a bar. Where you'd make the most money is doing private events. Weddings, corporate, holiday parties. Okay, back. Number 3. Sell merch. I'm amazed at how some local musicians I know play shows and literally bring nothing to sell. Think of your shows as a rock and roll Tupperware party. Now, I know that musicians generally hate this part of the business. They feel like their music should speak for itself. They don't want to feel like greasy business people or materialistic. But here's a couple things to think about. If someone has so much fun at your concert that they want to buy a t-shirt or a poster or something to remember the night, number 1, it's going to support you and allow you to keep doing your music. And the other side of it is if people in your audience have so much fun that they want to remember the night or connect with you or support you even more, that magical exchange that can happen after the concert really is going to solidify the relationship between you and your audience. And they'll have something to wear to your next concert. Say that you have a super fan and they love you and your music so much they'll buy anything you're selling. And you're only selling a concert ticket. If there are folks out there that love your music, give them multiple ways to support you. You could potentially double the amount of money you make that night. All right, number 4. This is the big one. Online stuff. What if you want to make more money, but your time is all booked up? You're a little stuck. How can we give your audience an opportunity to support you, even if you're not standing in front of them at a show? Digital products and passive income is the best job security for an independent musician. Some musicians never get to this step, and that's okay. This is the step that I'm kind of constantly thinking about for my own journey. What kinds of things can I make with my music? I mean, musicians used to be able to make money from selling recordings of their music, but streaming revenue is a joke. You just can't make money from people listening to your music. This is why Gaga sells makeup, Rihanna sells skincare, and Lizzo sells Yitty. Product. You can buy their products online and they're sold in your sleep. I know all of these ladies make plenty of money with their music. Even at the highest levels of music, it might be more lucrative to sell the products. And your products could sell regardless of your age, if you're injured or not, maybe you don't want to live on the road. It can allow your business to stay consistent without the all-consuming lifestyle aspects of playing music. I'd also put sync licensing deals in this category. That can be a very lucrative way to monetize your music. You can also sell subscriptions to your Patreon. Now, along the lines of digital products, you can also do affiliate marketing. I do affiliate marketing, which is why down below in my description, I have listed all of my gear that I use. So that if you're watching these videos and you want to support the channel, I'll get a little commission from those videos. But when you sell your own product, you get 100% of the commission. And you don't have to choose. Do them both. Products is the big one. Digital products, even better. And finally, step number 5, invest in your savings outside of music. As a self-employed creative person, you need to set aside money for your retirement. Because you might not want to be schlepping gear and playing breweries when you're 80. I mean, you might. Hopefully, you might have other people to schlep your gear for you. But spread your money around to give yourself options. And although finances can be really stressful and boring to talk about, keep in mind that having smart finances that work for you is going to enable you to stay being creative for your next thing. I told you at the end of this video I was going to let you know where I was on this 5-degree scale. And the truth is I'm still working on all 5 of these levels. To my live shows, I bring merchandise and even some of my artwork to sell and try to make a deeper connection with my audience. And I live stream on Twitch 3 days a week where I promote some of my other products, including digital products. And a new product that I'm about to launch is my digital percussion sample pack. I specialize in live looping, beatboxing, percussion. So I just went and recorded all of my favorite crazy sounds that I make into a digital pack that I can sell on my website. So if you want to play my beatbox, you can put my beatbox on your MIDI controller, sound effects on a sample pad. And I sell merch. This is one of my shirts, and if you want one, I have a link to my website down below in the description. I'm starting to work more with some brands, demoing gear with my videos. My biggest revenue stream is still my Twitch channel, and I also have a Patreon account where people support my music monthly. So thank you, patrons. I'll have some new blogs and new unreleased music for you very soon. And I'm gonna keep working on making products. I also invest in my Roth IRA every single year. It's a process, so we'll go from here. The music industry is constantly changing and evolving. Do you have any predictions where it might be going? Let me know down below in the comments.